Well, hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Travel with the Stars. And we are back. I'm Jen. It's been a couple weeks. We were traveling. There was all sorts of stuff going on. But don't worry, we're back with a great episode for you today on the Orlando water parks. I'm joined by three of my fabulous locals. Right underneath me, we've got Donna DiGiacomo. Next to her, we've got Emily. And up at the top there, we have got Heather, aka the Moana Mom. How are you guys doing?
Yay!
And Donna, love that you are sporting the inner tube ears
and the shirt. Come on. I am ready to water park.
She is on point with the water parks. And if you are a person like me who doesn't often go to water parks, you might be like, well, why should I go to a water park? First of all, it's hot in Florida. I don't know if you guys, what's the temperature right now?
It's not bad, but it's still, it's hiking up there in the afternoon, mid-afternoon. Definitely water park time.
Well, yesterday was gorgeous, but last week was hot, like out of nowhere, April hot.
Yep.
Oh, like mid 80s, wasn't it?
It was like
higher.
Upper.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yes.
Yeah. But it's a great way to beat the heat. So we thought we'd talk to you about let's say the three major water parks, and then we'll probably throw in a couple of other ones as well, because other ones do exist, because again, Florida and hot. Yeah. So, and as locals, I guess you guys probably go to water parks fairly frequently.
Absolutely. It is definitely a favorite in the summertime as well as other times, but that's our main thing we do in the summer.
Yeah.
It's like the Saturday norm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So, well, let's start with, we love Disney. So let's go ahead and start with Walt Disney World, which has two water parks. We have Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon. Let's start with, Typhoon Lagoon, because that one's my favorite. I think that's all of our favorites, right?
It's the best.
Yep. It is so good.
It is great.
What is some of your favorite attractions in Typhoon Lagoon? What would you tell clients or people wanting to travel to the water parks about Typhoon Lagoon? Why should they go there?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll start. It's great. Okay. So it's great for all ages. Truly. There's really something for everybody. If, my kids are just old enough now that they started doing the bigger slides, but prior we would lazy river it all day. And the great thing, our favorite thing to do, is put some money on one of the gift cards on your wrist that you get a bracelet, float around, get a locker. They're a $10 rental for medium, stash your stuff, be in the lazy river all day until you're hungry, get out, walk right up, have lunch, have ice cream, get right back in the lazy river.
Nice.
Same
that
with
seems like my view.
Yeah. There's something for everyone. There's little slides for the little ones. Catch a Kitty Creek is the children's play area, the baby play area. It's awesome. It's awesome. Yeah. It's all safe. It will keep you busy for hours. In fact, my kids are disappointed that they are over 48 inches now and cannot technically go.
That's what I was just going to say, Emily.
Yeah,
that really. Anthony's going to be real sad when we go in the next week or two and he's too big for it, because that was his favorite thing. Now, we will temper that sadness with we can do Crush and Gusher.
Correct.
Kitcha Kitty Creek. Say that 3 times fast. It's a really cool splash pad, but it does have the little kid slides, and it was so funny as he got taller, watching the toddlers go down a slide, and then Anthony would sit and he's halfway down the slide with his feet at the top.
And it's a nice break, because when you have just speaking from when you have little ones in strollers and you've been at the parks for a couple of days, you can go. There's great pavilions. You can sit, and your arms can be free while your kids play, which is a big one. I remember having to carry them all the time. And when you can just set your kids down and just play and you can relax, it's worth it.
Amazing.
Yeah. So
now, Emily, did you bring your stroller for the girls? Because I would occasionally bring the umbrella stroller when Anthony was young enough that I didn't, young enough but heavy enough that I didn't want to carry him around.
I mean, I would have, but we had our spot. We had our spot where we would go, and we would transfer back and forth between the wave pool, where they could do the slide, or we could walk directly across. So we had like our little area that we stuck to. Now we're expanding, and the great thing about that is like when it's hot in Florida, I don't want to do anything. I'm so lazy when it's hot. I don't want to do anything. But I will stay at Typhoon Lagoon all day because it's very shaded. It's very easily walkable. It's quaint. It feels like there can be a ton of people there, and you're never going to feel like there's a ton of people there.
Right.
Yeah. We love the family slides. They have two family raft rides. They are super fun. We love them. Heather, I saw a video of you guys doing
Miss Adventure Falls.
Yeah, I love it. I love that one.
That is like our favorite one. But I will say, sorry, that was Lena. I will say that last year, Miss Adventure Falls, like when you had to like talk yourself into getting in that one because the water was like so cold.
Yeah.
So we went, I think it was like when it reopened, right when they closed Blizzard Beach. I think it was that weekend. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's going to be so cold because we went on like a colder day and the water was warm. So they like fixed whatever. So now the water's like a little bit of a warmer temperature, but that's like our favorite one. We like Crush and Gusher. It's like fun and the tube slides and everything, but that one's our favorite one because we're just like, who's going to get the waterfalls? Like when we're going down this giant.
Yeah.
Because you have to road trip the water park and you have to commit. Am I going this way? Where am I going? And we always go right straight to Misadventure Falls because of the water. You have to get in the cold water first so that everything else is warm. Yes. 100%.
Yes. And I was like, oh my gosh, wait, it's warm. Like, did they fix it? Like, what is happening? Or maybe they just turned it on because it was a cooler day. But that is one little thing. We're going this weekend. So I'll let you know. But Miss Adventure Falls, just be prepared that one's just a little bit cooler, but it's so much fun.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. And my kids have never, like, we just moved here a year ago, and my kids, like, were never in strollers because I adopted both of them at 3.5. So they were, like, never in strollers. So we've always done things, like, as, like, toddler or whatever. And I have an 11-year-old and a 7-year-old, and it's, like, every weekend. Mom, are we going to Typhoon Lagoon? What's the weather going to be like? Are we going to Typhoon Lagoon? And they are counting down the days. They have like 30 days of school left. And they're like, it's Typhoon Lagoon season. And I'm like, okay, we cannot go every single day. And they're like, well, why not? And we have a pool. Like, and they're just like, no purpose to using the pool. Let's go to Typhoon Lagoon. Let's just hop in the car, 15 minutes down the road.
It's the best. Like, I love the idea of a beach. And now that I don't live next to one anymore, but I love the idea of a beach. But I also love the idea of a beach with the chlorinated water.
Oh, no fish.
Love it. It's like my kids could spend forever in the wave pool.
Oh my gosh.
So much fun.
So much fun. And they keep doing the thing. And I don't know if your kids do it too, but it's just like, okay, well, we're going to move up just a little bit more before the next wave. Yeah. And then they laugh whenever it knocks me over and I'm all like discombobulated. They're just like, oh my gosh, Mom, that was so funny. I'm like, oh, okay. We're good.
Thanks for caring. I'm good.
Yeah. It is great for those days when you, as a parent, they also have amazing benches in the back of the wave pool where you can sit, and if your kids are old enough, just let them go and play, and they will, like, everybody's happy. Everybody's happy, and they get their energy out, and you can chill out. They have cocktails.
They got every kind of food imaginable. From like the second that it opens, whenever they blow that horn, you can be having your coffee and your donut. And then by like noon, you're eating like fish tacos and a Mickey pretzel. And then you're like eating Dippin' Dots whenever you're walking out. It's just a great day. And there's something for everybody. And that lazy river, it's like, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
It's
when you said fish tacos, they're legit. I actually think it's worth. Jen's face is like,
really?
Yeah.
Oh
I like fish tacos. Like,
it's got like this pineapple salsa slaw on it. Oh my god!
Like the food is good. Like, I'm not just saying, oh yeah, like you can eat there. Like, you should eat there. It's good.
It's not the park food. It's like legit themed. Like, it's so good.
Nice.
It's very good.
Man,
Yeah, Typhoon Lagoon. Oh, and
It's
the
been a
H2O
minute.
Glow events.
I was about to say, yes, the H2O Glow events, which people have raved about those events.
The best.
Have you guys been?
It's our favorite summertime tradition.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
And
So-
they're
and
coming from
characters
locals
come
that we
out?
all buy tickets to go.
Yes.
So yeah, it's that cool.
The
Wow.
characters come out like it's
Yeah.
so much fun.
It's all lit up, all different colors, all the neon colors. It's dark. It is, you've got a DJ like with Captain Hook right there by the wave pool with Captain Hook, Smee. I've seen everybody. And then I remember just being out, and then I'll just play Disney music. Like I remember being out last summer in the wave pool with all of my girls, and the lights are flashing and they're playing Whitney Houston.
Oh,
And we're just having the best time in the wave pool. You don't have to worry about it being hot. You don't have to worry about
I'm sure.
sunscreen. You don't have to worry. And they have free treats.
Free treats.
Free
mean, that's
treats.
always good.
It's great. And they have like little things that they do, like not even so much like at Glow Nights. Like they have like little paint things that they do
Yeah.
throughout the week. Like when we went over Easter, they had an Easter egg hunt, like right there at Typhoon Lagoon. And if you are a surfer, you can come prior to
Yep.
the park opening,
Yes.
and they pump up those waves in the wave pool, and those
Mhm.
people are surfing on the waves because like Donna said, we rope drop because we have a certain spot that we sit in, like with a certain chair with the umbrella.
Yeah.
You know, locals, you have your own spot, and those surfers are coming out with their boards like as people are lined up ready to go in.
Mm-hmm.
There's something for everybody there. It's a great water park.
It really is. Like it is. If we didn't live here, we would still be making a point to go. I remember I
Exactly.
went for my first time when I think I was like 8, which is how old Madeline is now. And I thought it was just the best place ever.
Mhm.
That was also back in the day when you could swim with the sharks.
Right.
They do
Oh,
not have that
that's
anymore.
right.
But you want to talk about cold water.
Yes.
Cold
That
water.
water was like sub-zero. You had to put the wetsuit on. You had to, but I did it. But it was, you just have this completely, Disney's so good with their storytelling and with their immersive experiences.
Right.
And you really feel that you are on a tropical island.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the best. And I always tell my clients, do not sleep on the water parks.
Yeah.
They are well worth it.
And if you have,
if you're going in the summer, you need to get a ticket to Glow Nights.
mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
And
if
it's
you have a
not
bigger
that.
group, you got to do the cabanas. That's the other thing that I
Ooh.
talk to so many people about. I've never personally done one because I can't justify for my little family of 3. But for a bigger group, man, those cabanas are a
Yeah.
home run, and they're not crazy priced.
No,
They're
they
not.
don't.
They're really not crazy in price.
And you
And
get your
right-
little fridge and your locker.
And
Mhm.
it's just a nice spot to store your stuff.
Mhm.
And it's actually, if you're thinking about, well, I already have like 4 park days, it's not that much to add on.
Mm-mm.
The water parks, Dawn, I think you have the price for how much it is to add water parks onto your Disney package.
Yeah. So just to get a point of comparison, we did a 4-day base ticket,
Mhm.
$568 per adult. To go from the 4-day base ticket to a 4-day water park and more, it goes to $638.
That's it.
Nothing.
That's
And
like so little.
the cool thing about the water park tickets, and this is something that I don't think that necessarily guests understand, and there are some agents out there that might not even really understand that if you buy a 4-day base ticket and you add the water park option on, you get 4 more admissions. They don't have to be used the same day. It's not like, oh, okay, we only have 6 days to use these 4 days. No, you have your 4 days in the park, in the traditional theme parks, and 4 extra admissions to water parks, to mini golf. I mean, futsal. Not in my 13 years doing this has a single client said, Donna, I'm going to Oak Trail. Sorry, Emily.
Yeah.
But not happening.
I question this all the time. I have soccer balls in my garage that are from that experience. And I'm like, send me a picture when somebody shows up for this, please. I am
Correct. Correct.
I have yet.
But you can. So if anyone listening to this is all about futsal, do it.
But no,
Yeah. So, but the pricing's not bad. And then if you go to a park hopper, it goes to, so again, $568 for the base ticket, $638 for base ticket with the water park option. Park hopper, not including water parks, is more expensive. So you'd still only get 4 days of admission to
Yeah.
Park Hop. Park Hopper Plus, so you'd be able to park hop for your 4 park days
Mhm.
and still get the 4 additional admissions, goes to $678. So the bottom line is for $110 more, you can go from a 4-day base ticket to a 4-day Park Hopper plus 4 additional
All the water
admissions.
parks.
It's I wish that more, and we talked about this before we started
Yeah.
recording. I wish that more clients would take advantage of water
Mhm.
parks because
Yes.
they're truly phenomenal. It's not just,
Yeah.
a side attraction. It's
Mhm.
a cool theme park experience.
It really is. And now for next year, 2025, we also had talked about this, pre-show, like the Disney packages are including a free admission to a water park on your first day, which, might not work out for absolutely everybody. But if you can schedule an earlier flight, get down there, it's a great way to just kick off your trip. Or also do that and, add your other packages in. So that would be, I think that's a great thing. But let's not neglect the sister water park, Blizzard Beach. It is a great water park. It is not our favorite because we like Typhoon Lagoon better, but
Yes.
that's just personal preferences.
I love Blizzard Beach.
It is
I
really
just-
cute.
The theming
The theming is so cute.
top-notch.
It is
The
adorable.
theming is very cute.
I agree. I think for me, it's just because I live in the snow, and
Mm.
and so I'm like, I don't want to see snow anymore.
But the kids section at that park with like the Frozen theme section, and then like when the kids are like trying to cross like on like little icebergs and stuff, like that is so fun for them. I will say though that the tube slides are way more intense if you are
Oh,
going
100%.
to like, you need to love water slides because they have, I
Yeah.
forget what that one is, that downhill one that like they ring the bell like you're in the
Plummet.
Olympics. And that's the body slide one, right?
Yeah.
The
Oh,
one that has the tubes where you race each other and they're like ringing the bell like you're at the Olympics. You get it to the bottom of that. And we took my sister on it and she like was like, I have no idea where I'm at right now. I'm like, it's intense. Like it's
Yeah.
intense. So
I do remember it having a good lazy river too.
it has a
Mhm.
good lazy river. It's not as long as Typhoon
Yeah.
Lagoons. It's not
Right.
as shaded. Like, I don't
Mhm.
know. It's a cute park, but me and Jen discussed this before on her other podcast that like, we're like, it needs to be rethemed. Like, I am perfectly okay if they like completely retheme that water park and like shut it down for like a year and a half and be like, okay, we're going to come out with like a whole new theme of it. And I'm okay with it.
I mean,
Because Typhoon Lagoon's just so good.
yeah.
That would make you sad.
I do think
Yeah.
it's fun for like, but it's not open in the summertime. It's not open in the summertime right now. But if you're down here, I do think it's fun, like that there's Winter Summerland golf court, mini golf right there.
Yes.
I love a theme. You can have a whole Christmas theme day. Which I love. You can get frozen hot chocolate at Blizzard Beach. Of course, I know all the food that's there, but it's the icebergs. My kids loved the icebergs and that whole thing. We rode the gondola system up. That was super cute.
That is neat.
It is very cute.
And Santa's there in December.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's where we met Santa this year.
Yay.
Dressed in tropical garb.
Yep.
Yeah. They
It's
do
all-
they do have a lot of cute things happening there. But I agree, they need to either amp it up or retheme.
They gotta expand it or something. It needs something more. Because what Jen's gonna mention the next one, that's why I think they need to.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but we do still love it. Like,
We love it.
it is still a great water park. Absolutely. Like if Typhoon, I mean, listen, they have to take down water parks every so often for cleaning and maintenance. Okay. We want that to happen. So if it's like, oh, Blizzard Beach is open and Typhoon Lagoon isn't, that's fine. You're going to have an amazing time. You might not get the fish tacos. I don't know. Do they have fish tacos? Do they have the fish tacos?
They don't have
See,
No.
so, but that said, there is a third water park that we have not yet mentioned, and it is Volcano Bay at Universal, which I have to say is stunning. It is visually very, very lovely. The volcano in the middle,
Yes.
which is also a slide.
We all know how I feel about the park down the road. However, Volcano Bay it's amazing. It's fun for everybody at every age, and they have 2 lazy rivers. Their lazy river is amazing, and then they have the fast lazy river that you have to wear like a life jacket, like to like float down it. I mean,
Which blows my mind. I'm like,
when they're like, "Oh, you're getting on here. You have to put on a life jacket." I was like, "What? It's a lazy river." And then when we were like on it, I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like
the lazy rapids river.
It's like rapid.
I hate this. It's just so, the slides, and there are a ton of those family slides there. Like there's, they have that what's that Ico Moana one that has like 2 different versions of it, and then you do that thing, that other one that's on the other corner. I don't know the name of all of them, and then they like flush you down like that giant drain.
No,
like,
thank you.
It's just
that would not be for me.
No,
Donna, I'm with you. That's not for me.
Nope.
it's so much fun, and I love it. I love the theming of it. Like their wave pool's great, and that's the only reason that I'm like, Blizzard Beach needs to step up their game, because if people say Typhoon Lagoon is not open, and I have had clients say like, okay, it's Blizzard Beach or it is Volcano Bay, like which one would you choose? And I'm ride or die Disney, but I'm just like, if you want a good day at a water park, like go to Volcano Bay. Like you will not be disappointed.
Well, and the other great thing about it, which
Tapu
I love, is the Tapu Tapu.
Tapu Tapu.
Tapu Tapu is it's a game. It's a game changer.
Yeah.
It's a game changer. So Tapu Tapu is something you get when you arrive, and it's essentially like a magic band pass system. You can tap on the ride. It will give you a time to come back. You can pay, you can download. So photos and so it is definitely a game changer. And I also agree, talking about cabana wise, I've had a few clients that have stayed in the cabanas. They're double deckers.
Yes.
They're amazing.
They're amazing.
Incredible.
And there's a variety of price points for those cabanas as well. Oh, and I want to say, correct me if I'm wrong, the biggest one can hold 12.
I think it's 12 people.
It is 12.
It is 12. Yeah. And then the smaller ones are like 4 to 6. Like you can do 4 to 6. And I think it's the double deckers. Like you could do both, to get 12 people. But yeah. And then there's even like preferred seating areas, which is nice. But yeah. Tap to pay, tap to snap, tap to play. Because there's like interactive elements that you have.
And tap to pay.
Tap to pay. I mean, like, oh my gosh. And you just have to set up your credit card in the app. So you set up your credit card in the app, then they link your band to it. And then you're good all day, because you're probably not bringing your phone.
I will say one thing about Volcano Bay is that you have to rope drop that park. Like you have to be there early, or you are not getting a seat. Like
unless you have a cabana.
Correct.
Like you have to be there early to get in, to like get a seat. That is
which would be or on property, because you get the early admission to Volcano Bay.
Yeah. I was gonna say something
totally
about
worth
that.
it.
Yeah. What, Emily, what's that?
Those rooms at Cabana Bay with the Volcano Bay
view.
Really cool.
When we went to tour one, a whole room full of agents who have seen amazing rooms and accommodations. We're at Cabana Bay. We're like, oh, we're tired, we're hungry, we're thirsty. And like she opens a floor to ceiling window, opens the curtains, and it is like the entire volcano, the entire And remember, Cabana Bay is family suites.
Right?
Yeah. It's a value resort.
And they're not super pricey.
Nope.
And it is so fun, and it's beautiful. Volcano Bay is beautiful during the day, and it's beautiful at night. The volcano lights up. It's super cute. I mean, it's just really like, I can imagine preteens, if you have preteens, teenagers, getting that room. They're gonna think you're just the best, most amazing parents ever.
And walkable to Volcano Bay. I mean, it's super easy walk. You just out the like side door or whatever, and you're there within 5 minutes. To the entry. So. I mean, I've sent people, and that's a super like low cost add-on to your Universal ticket as well.
Yep.
And it's worth it. I mean, That one's definitely like, don't go and like skip it because you're like, oh, well, I've been to like, I'm in Pittsburgh. You know, we have one up here. Oh my gosh, Heather, I just blanked on the name.
Sandcastle.
Sandcastle. Like, oh, it's just like going to Sandcastle. It's not.
It's not.
It's not. Sandcastle.
Not at all.
No shade on Sandcastle.
But Volcano Bay does not have like the heated waters and everything like the Disney parks do. So if it is colder out, that park will be closed. So just be aware of that. Like
we drove down I-4 yesterday and saw people going up because it's right next to I-4. Saw people going up the volcano, and I looked down at my car and it was like 76 degrees. I'm like, ugh, 76 degrees at that water park would not be fun.
Yeah. And if it's like windy out, like even when you're like driving right up to like the parking section of Universal, there's like giant signs out at every single stanchion that say like Volcano Bay is closed today due to weather. So like if it's going to be like cold or anything, they do close it down and they'll let you know. And it's usually posted on their website that says like Volcano Bay is not operating today.
Right. Which is why it's a good idea to have a park to park ticket there, because then if that's the case, you could swap up your days and, do what you need to do. That's kind of the nice part with that. But there's one other location that we should not neglect mentioning as well. And now it's not one I feel like, and maybe I'm wrong, some people probably do go standalone Aquatica, but I think we all agree that Discovery Cove is a must for people. Like, especially if you have been to Orlando a couple times, you're looking like, hey, I want to have my normal Disney vacation or Universal trip, but I want to do something different as well. Take a couple days and pop over to Discovery Cove. Because like, it's not just a water park, because it's really not a water park in that traditional sense.
Right.
Yeah.
But you can add on then Aquatica as a water park option for like pennies.
It's
like
pennies. It's literally pennies.
And it's a really, really good water park with some neat elements. But basically you can spend all day in Discovery Cove. They have that lazy river. Emily, you were there and toured it with us, right?
I did. Yeah. It's talk about an oasis. I mean, that is an absolute, and it is a very special experience. It's an all day. You have a set time you have to be there. Yep. But it is an all day experience. You can
it's all inclusive
have dolphin experiences. I recently learned you can swim next to the otters, which remembering that. And it really is a special experience. And also something that I noticed is that you can have your drinks in the water. Just saying. I noticed they have recliners in the water and you can sit there, and I definitely noted that in my brain. So if you are into animals, if your family, if anybody is into marine animals and that it's definitely worth it. I feel like there are some experiences, like I feel like Aquatica is an add-on, right? Yeah. Like Blizzard Beach is like if you're there, I definitely think you should take advantage of a water park in the summertime. To me, Typhoon Lagoon, Volcano Bay, and Discovery Cove are highlights and not misses. They are not add-ons. They are consider it.
They're experiences.
They're experiences. They're their own attraction. Like it is. And I have clients that come to Disney like every year, and every year they do a full day at Discovery Cove. Yeah. And each time that they go, like the first time they went, I think they did the dolphin thing. Then they went the thing where they put in those, I call them those spacesuits.
Yes.
The spacesuits where they walk at like the bottom.
Yeah.
And
yes.
Yeah. And I'm like, what are you doing? And then this time they are doing the shark swim. And I have a fear of fish, so like you're not going to see me do it. But like you say otters, I can swim with otters. Like that's fine.
Yeah,
but, like
stingrays, I could do stingrays too. That would be fine.
Yeah. But other than that, I mean, like, but they love it. So now it's definitely a must do. And in fact, they are bringing some different people with them this time, and they want to do it so that they're doing that with SeaWorld and Aquatica. So they're going to do like just a full short trip where they're like embracing all of like the water.
Cool.
I think that's great.
And the neat thing with Discovery Cove to me becomes it's not a cheap thing. Correct. So we need to say that. But when you look at it against, because we all are in cruises a lot and we're pricing cruises and we're helping guests with cruises. When you look at a 30-minute swim with a dolphin with 30 minutes of transfers and and it's like a 2-hour experience, you're looking at like $180 a person. Discovery Cove is going to come in at that price or potentially less, and it's all inclusive. It's your breakfast and your lunch and your snacks, and alcohol, as Emily said. I mean, you
Mhm.
can upgrade, and there's certain promotions during the year where the
Yeah.
upgrade is included to
Mhm.
premium liquor, but it's all included. You're not paying for parking. You're not paying for any of this extra
Shoot,
stuff.
they're giving you sunscreen. You don't even have to
Yeah.
make your sunscreen.
And
Yeah.
there's one package where you can get it, and they bring out like a little life preserver buoy thing to you, and it has your family's name on it.
I
Like,
had a
that's
client
part
use
of
that
their
to propose, Heather.
Mhm.
Oh, the
Years
propose!
ago.
Oh my god!
Mhm.
Yeah, like the dolphin swam out with "Art, will you marry me?" And
Yes.
they got to keep it.
See? Yes. There's
Really, really cool.
It's
Like
just
that's
so
like that gives you like
awesome.
gooseflesh, but
I
yeah, like
know.
really cool
Like,
stuff.
right.
It's definitely like a special experience. So say that you've been here and you're like, oh, I've done Universal and I've done Volcano Bay and I've done Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach. And like, what is something else?
Yeah.
And if your kids or you are very into like sea life, I mean, it's an experience that's like none other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they even have that aviary that you like the lazy river floats through the aviary, which is like, I don't know. That was just
Next level. It's amazing.
yeah.
And the new Aquatica water park, they just opened that new slide that whenever you come into like the main covered part, it has like screens on it. So you're like swimming with like fish, like virtually.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they think of a lot of stuff. And it's like you said, it's like pennies to add that little water park
Right.
onto your Discovery Cove stay.
So if you're like thinking too, well, oh gosh, I don't want to go to Florida in the summer. It's just too hot. But there are ways to beat the heat. Like if you are wanting to go and really just have that fun, because let's be real, up in the Northeast, you might get rain. You might, be able to, you're not going to have such amazing water parks for the most part. It's
And crowds are lower here the past couple of summers than they have been.
they have been.
Yeah. And you could always do the water park like during the morning and a good part of the afternoon. Come back, take a nap, take a little break, and then head to the parks at night, because as summer
Absolutely.
approaches, they're staying open later. And then you're doing the rides and not in the sunshine, and you're seeing everything like at night. So, I mean, it's the best of both worlds. I tell clients all the time to not sleep on the water parks, because it's just so much more added magic, like to your vacation.
Absolutely. And don't miss those glow nights at Typhoon Lagoon.
Oh my gosh,
If
no.
you're there during the days.
No. It's right up there. Glow Nights, I'm gonna say it, Emily. Glow Nights is right up there with the Epcot After Hours. Notice which park I picked, because you can ride Guardians. What we got on it like 8 times, I think me and Val did, and I'm like, this is as much fun as we had at Glow Nights. Like, it's comparable. So
I would have been vomiting.
Val almost was. She was like, Heather, I can't go again. I was like, we need to hit 10. She was like, no.
I was 3 and I was done. But no, I was riding down one of the inner tube rides at Typhoon Lagoon last summer during Glow Nights, and the fireworks are going on.
Yep.
So it's
just magical.
It's truly magical. I was just gonna say magical. I know we use that word a lot, but it is. It really is. And I think it speaks to something when you have 3 locals and people who go all the time. You listen to us, what we're saying. Like, we know what we're talking about. When we go to something and we're all like, oh, this is amazing. Like, trust us, because we do this all the time. So when we're wowed by something,
it's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
You guys aren't like, oh, I mean, it's fine. Like, if you're going to be there.
No, because the add-on for our annual pass is really minimal. I think it's like $99
$99
to add on the water park. But to my point, with H2O Glow, we're paying extra for that because it's that cool.
Yes.
Yeah. Because that's not
it's that awesome.
Yeah.
I convinced my sister to upgrade her annual pass to the water parks and more option. I was like, it's $99. Like, you're coming. She's coming down, and the last time she was down here, Blizzard Beach was open, and now Typhoon Lagoon. She's coming down in a couple weeks, and she's like, am I doing it? And I was like, yeah, you paid for it. Like, of course we're doing it.
There you go.
Yep.
Well, I think for those who are the uninitiated into water features, etc., in Orlando, this has been a great overview, hopefully. And make sure you contact any of these wonderful ladies for more information on the water parks, or any of our Upon a Star travel agents can absolutely help you with this because, yeah, obviously we're passionate about such things. But let's go around and say, where can we find you? I'll start underneath Donna.
Oh, we're gonna get Heather's feathers ruffled. So I'm only on Facebook still, despite Heather's attempts. So you can find me at Facebook at Happy to Travel with Donna. Just follow my page there until Heather strong arms me into Instagram.
You can also give her an email, Donna at Upon a Star Travel.
Yep.
Emily, how about you?
You can find me on Instagram
Yay!
at Upon a Star Emily. You can also find me on Facebook at Upon a Star Emily. And you can email me at emily@uponastartravel.com.
All right, Heather.
You can find me on Instagram and Facebook at the Moana Mom, or you can email me. It's heather@uponastartravel.com. And just consider this my official ask of Donna to just give me your password and I'll just start running your Instagram for you. It's on film now.
We are recording. Oh gosh, and you can find me at Upon a Star Jen. I have a whole slew of travels coming up. I'll have to try to keep that up to date. You can always shoot me an email if needed, jen@uponastartravel.com, and follow all of our pages. Uponastartravel.com is our website, or at Upon a Star Travel on any of the social medias, really. So, thanks everybody for joining. Thanks to all of y'all out there in YouTube land or Facebook land for listening.
Not Instagram land, Heather. Facebook land.
I'm posting it on now Instagram now.
She's gonna post it. Oh, remember, there's a whole new world of travel to discover, some of them with water parks. And we're here to help you get there. We'll see you real soon. Bye, guys.
Bye.